Hi everyone, this is Jilly Little Zen Crone. Welcome to a very late edition of Wednesday Tarot Wisdom, and I have to tell you guys, I made a huge mistake. I filmed it late, and it was a really good one, and I deleted the video by mistake. You know how you go through and sometimes you have a couple of takes on things? Well, I did, and I deleted the wrong video, and of course, Buddy's going to interrupt, but I've just already pulled the cards because they were great cards for what we were talking about or what I was talking about. And I just feel like those are the cards that we're supposed to have. So bear with me while I go get Buddy and I'll be right back. Okay, now let's see if he'll cooperate while we do this. So what I had been talking about and what I had been thinking a lot about today is how, there are a lot of us who are in lockdowns again, and the COVID numbers are climbing again, and the American Thanksgiving is coming next week, and how that's changed for a lot of people. It's changing the way a lot of people do Thanksgiving. And I know for us, our daughter who lives across the state from us isn't coming home this year. It's the first year in 23 years I won't have had Thanksgiving with her. And, I felt that. I have to be honest about it. And I know a lot of other people are feeling that too. And people that may be alone and not able to go to their families. So I don't know, that had been on my mind as I was shuffling the cards and talking to you before on the video I deleted. And so the cards came out, and here they are. So we've got, again this week, we've got 2 4s. And we've got a repeat card from last week as well. So let me just go through and show you what we've got here. So the first card that comes up is the 4 of Cups. And Chris Kelly from Elemental Cartomancy, if you have not subbed to him yet, please go over right now and do so. He's a great guy. He's a fabulous reader. Knows a lot about the cards and does some pretty great lives on his channel as well. I'll link it below. But anyway, this card came up for me in a reading a couple weeks ago. And I always think of this card as kind of the 4 before the 5. So kind of the start of the discontent before you get really depressed in the 5 and you're not able to see what's in front of you. You're looking at those spilled cups, right? So what he said to me was that he feels like 4 reminded me that 4s are about stability and about structure, and that this is about, it can be, and I think in this case, it definitely can be for us, it can be about the acceptance of what is. We've got 2 ways to go with this. We can either accept that things are going to be different this year and work with that, or we can cause ourselves and the people around us a lot of suffering by being attached to the way things used to be, the way things were last year or the year before. So here we have this, this card of, to me, sort of acceptance, or maybe resignation even. Just we're resigned to the fact that this is the way it has to be this year. And then the second card kind of goes along with what I was just saying. It's the 7, it's the 7 of Pentacles. So it's the reaping and sowing card. So what do we want to sow here, and what do we want to reap? Because whatever we sow, we are going to reap. So do we want to sow cards of dissatisfaction and of, of sadness, or do we want to use our human capability for ingenuity and creativeness, and it's late, and start and really create something new. So in our family, what that's going to look like is we're going to do Zoom dessert. So we're going to all have our dessert together over Zoom and then play a game together. And I think they've all chosen Uno. So that will, I don't know what that's going to look like when we start playing it virtually, but I'll let you know let you know in 2 weeks. So yeah, I mean, we really have a choice here as to how we want things to go, and I think with this 7-2, the longer term of that is sort of the ups and downs of how we've handled this whole thing as we've gone along. And, we all hit that, we all have had moments of the, oh my gosh, when is this going to be over thing? And we have a choice there too, to move through it or to sit in it. So anyway, then the next card that comes up is the same card we got last week. So to me, this is starting to be a stalker card now. And it is the 4 of Wands. So it's if we can have this sort of peaceful resignation about the way it's going to be, if we can use some creativity to create something new and, plant and then reap those seeds with the people around us. I think this 4 always, they call this the wedding card, but I also just think of this as, a happy having structure, building it around your heart, your fire here, your hearth in your home, and celebrating the home, celebrating what we've got, celebrating peace and harmony, which brings up my next card, which is the 6 of Wands. Now the 6 of Wands, the 6s are all about balance and harmony. So we've got balance and harmony in this card, but we've also got it in these 4s, right? And this card particularly speaks to victory and success. So again, going into that whole, reaping and what we sow, we reap. And if we can kind of turn around that feeling of, oh geez, it's not the same, to being a little bit creative about it, which I think a lot of us just really are. We've been doing this for 8 months, right? We've been creative and we've learned new ways of doing things. There's that feeling of success. And this card is not just about success and victory, right? It is, and it's about, it's also about recognition. We all know that, but it's also about leadership. It's about being a good leader, and it's also not only the outward leader, but leading ourselves on the inside too. So I hope it helped. I hope you got something from it. I really enjoyed this one because it just really spoke to my heart. I hope it spoke to yours too. I will see you next Wednesday, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving in America. Until then, take care and be kind to each other. See you next week. Bye.